Good, happy Wednesday morning, December 25th, 2019. And happy Christmas Day, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Christmas morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. So, let's begin. First up, let's begin with local news. Death of child in Laconia called suspicious. Few details released in boy's death. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9, Charisse LeClaire.
We're back celebrating the holidays.
And our new Volvo showrooms in Nashua, Concord, and Meredith.
Right now at Lovering Volvo, your first payment is on us, in addition to saving up to $14,000 off select 2019 models.
Call or visit us today.
Right now, the Attorney General's office is investigating the suspicious death of a young boy in Laconia. Thanks for joining us. I'm Monica Hernandez. Investigators have been gathering evidence at the home throughout the day. WMUR's Charisse LeClaire is live in Laconia now with what we know tonight. Charisse?
Well, Monica, still not a lot of information being released about this case. The Attorney General's office saying it's open and ongoing at this time, but we do know officers were called to that home earlier this morning. Crime scene tape standing out in stark contrast against the backdrop of festive Christmas lights Tuesday night as investigators with the State Police Major Crime Unit could be seen carrying bags of evidence out of a Blueberry Lane home some 12 hours after officers were initially called to the scene.
Right now, they are investigating a suspicious death of a male child in Laconia.
Authorities are not revealing how old the child is or any of the circumstances surrounding his death. Earlier in the day, police told News 9 that an autopsy was set to take place in the afternoon to determine whether or not the death was suspicious. The results of that autopsy were not revealed to the public. Interviews were also done with those who knew the child. The crime scene tape and police presence jarring, especially on a night like Christmas Eve for neighbor Pamela Davidson.
We don't know the whole story, but we're definitely saddened, we're worried.
She can see the crime scene tape from her front door and says she and the entire neighborhood are waiting for more answers and thinking of the young boy.
Especially on Christmas Eve, it just breaks my heart. I feel sorry for that little boy. May God, he rest in peace.
Neighbors there very anxious for answers tonight. Meantime, the Attorney General's office says they do not believe there is any threat to the public in this case. Live in Laconia tonight, I'm Charisse LeClaire, WMUR News 9.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into your weather. Weather today, dry stretch continues. Let's take a listen to that weather video from meteorologist Eric Wiglar.
We're back celebrating the holidays.
And our new Volvo showrooms in Nashua, Concord, and Meredith.
Right now at Lovering Volvo, your first payment is on us, in addition to saving up to $14,000 off select 2019 models.
Call or visit us today.
Merry Christmas. Thanks for clicking on WMUR.com. I'm meteorologist Eric Weglar. The dry stretch continues today, which is good news for the holiday. Anyone having, local travel plans today should be in good shape going forward here. The clouds are still stubborn on satellite and radar, so that's the one change to the forecast today. A few of these clouds will remain trapped under high pressure, and you can see that there's nothing going on to our west. So we not only have a dry day today, but a few dry days going forward. Now, that does change as we go into Friday, especially Friday midday. We're talking about a bit of an icy mix north of, say, Concord and Lake Winnipesaukee, and it remains unsettled as we head into New Year's Eve. So we'll break things down hour by hour here. We'll step you through this afternoon. Temperatures not too bad in the 30s. Few clouds mixed in though later in the afternoon. Thickest central and north, maybe a few hints of sunshine south, and it remains pretty cloudy overnight tonight. But again, notice it's dry for that matter as well. So I do think we'll stay dry again, not only today but through tomorrow as well. Thursday starts off with sunshine too for most. In fact, it turns mainly sunny in the afternoon will climb back up into the 30s, and again, perhaps a few 20s north as we go through the later stretch of the afternoon, but that's about it. Highs today only, again, in the middle and upper 30s, so again, a little cooler compared to the last couple of days. And for tomorrow, we're back up into the same territory as today, middle and upper 30s across southeastern New Hampshire, 35 in Hillsborough, 37 in Claremont, the middle 30s, say Ossipee through Lebanon, the upper valley, and the lower 30s across the Great North Woods. Here comes Friday's system. It looks to move through pretty quickly, but notice what's happening towards the north here. A mix of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. More so freezing rain as the system gets going early Friday morning. We'll hold on to it through, say, Friday midday before I go over to rain. It's a quick mover, so this shouldn't really add up to a whole lot, but when we add up the ice, anywhere between a glaze to as much as 0.2 of an inch of accumulation is expected as we go through Friday afternoon. So hazardous travel north is expected as we go through Friday midday. Notice the temperatures, though, south Friday afternoon surge into the middle 40s, and the big change in the forecast from the last couple of days has been we hold on to the 40s not only on Friday but through the weekend into the start of next week. Monday is a big wild card right now. Looks like it'll start off as snow and rain and has the potential to say both snow and ice, but right now we do think that we'll hold on to rain for the majority of the system. Temperatures will surge into the upper 40s, close to 50, before back to reality on Tuesday. That's New Year's Day, rather New Year's Eve. Highs only in the upper 30s.
Okay, and there you go on that weather video from Eric Weglar. And take a look at this live look outside the Portsmouth Harbor this Christmas morning. As you can see, a beautiful day beginning on this Christmas morning. Now let's get to your sports. In sports, the Celtics play today at 12 o'clock p.m. at Toronto Raptors. You can watch the game on ESPN and NBSB. Let's go Boston Celtics, and Merry Christmas, Boston Celtics. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire Life. In New Hampshire Life, on your event calendar, there is only one event today on your event calendar. Exhibit featured artists of December. Artful Spirit Gallery and Gifts at 571 Turnpike Road, New Ipswich, New Hampshire, from at 10 o'clock a.m. Enjoy the exhibit of Danielle art. This show is all artistic on canvases. And price to see it is free. Red River Theater has some new movies that are now playing there. Let's take a look at today's show times at the Red River Theater. Uncut Gems is now opened. Fantastic Fungi is playing, and these are the times. Uncut Gems, which opened today, well, opens on Christmas Eve, but playing today as well. Also playing today, Little Woman. And those are the movies playing for today. Uncut Gems, local celebrity Adam Sandler is in that movie. And now let's take a look at your Cook's Corner Mango Salsa. Let's watch that video from WMUR News 9, Cook's Corner.
Cook's Corner is on the road. We are here in Salem at Barron's Major Brands, and we have Dawn from Cucina Aurora joining us today. And aside from some fantastic oils, you got something going for us today.
I do. Well, thanks, Mike from WNR. I'm super excited to be here at Barron's. This place is amazing. I mean, can I just move into this kitchen?
You could.
I will just cook all the time and people can just come visit me. So what we have today, I'm making you, because I know how much you love this hot pepper oil, I'm making you some spicy salmon, and you're going to make the mango salsa.
Okay.
All right,
Let's do
you
it.
ready to work? I don't want no
absolutely.
standing with hands in pockets. So what I've got
What are we
here is I've already marinated some salmon steaks, very thin cut salmon steaks in our hot pepper oil.
Okay.
And I'm just putting this right on a hot grill. Now, while I'm taking care of this, I want you to mix all those salsa ingredients.
All right.
Let's see if you can tell what they are.
This is mango.
That is mango. Just dump it all in there.
How much is there? How much are you
I
putting
don't
in
know.
here?
A whole mango?
There we go. That could definitely
One
work.
mango.
And this is some tomatoes.
This is tomatoes. Now, when I'm making a mango salsa, I really like for it to be yellow tomatoes.
Okay. And then
Right?
some more color here.
Yeah, now we're going to add some red pepper.
All right.
Right? Put that right in there. Red onions.
Okay. How about is that? About a quarter of an onion, maybe?
Yeah, well,
Just
can
about?
I tell you the honest truth? I chopped them until I started to cry.
There we
And
go.
that's how I knew it was enough.
So as long as there's enough tears in there.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
That is poblano pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, now if I was making that for myself, I like a little spice. I would substitute that out with jalapeno.
Okay.
But I wasn't sure if you could take the heat.
No, usually I can't.
No?
But I'm going to stay in the kitchen, though.
You're going to be okay.
So
All right,
what
now,
is this?
This
Here,
is
that's just
chopped cilantro.
There we go.
All right, now you're going to shake up that hot pepper oil. So we need a little extra hot pepper.
Alrighty.
Right, just a little. Now give it just a little, a drizzle.
What is a drizzle? Is that a drizzle?
A little more.
A little bit more?
Yeah, a little more. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Now
Your drizzle's different from mine.
Well, I'm Italian.
That's true. Okay.
So, you know,
Can't argue with that.
It's visual cooking. All right, now mix that all up. Give it good stir.
A lot of great colors in here as well.
Really colorful food, really, really fresh. I made this mango salsa for a taco party I had at my house. And people went crazy for it, so I figured I'll make it for my good friend Mike.
Yeah, because I wasn't invited to that party.
Do you want to come to the next one? We had a great time. We watched Avengers movies. It was awesome. Okay, so look, that salmon, it's already done in the 2.5 minutes that we've been going. Here we go. There it is. Look at how beautiful that is. And that's just a little hot pepper oil.
Yeah.
Little salt, pepper, little hot
Wasn't
pepper
on there
oil.
for very long either.
Nope, not at all. So what you want to do is you want to take a generous scoop of that and put it right on top.
Okay.
Oh my God, so simple.
Look at that.
Everyone can do this.
I helped cook.
You did. You did. I'm so proud of you. You want to get fancy and squirt it with some lime?
Will do. All right.
This is just with our Cucina Aurora hot pepper infused olive oil. This whole recipe can be found at cucinaaurora.com. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and get all these recipes. And maybe I'll even invite you over for taco party one night.
The next time. It'll happen. I'll believe it when I see it. All right, Dawn. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We got more coming up.
Looks very yummy. Hundreds enjoy free Christmas meal at the Grapponi Center. Volunteers, businesses support annual event. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
We're back celebrating the holidays.
And our new Volvo showrooms in Nashua, Concord, and Merida.
Right now at Lovering Volvo, your first payment is on us, in addition to saving up to $14,000 off select 2019 models.
Call or visit us today.
Hundreds of people packed into the Grapponi Conference Center for the event organized by owner Steve Dupree.
We have some folks who've been coming for 11 years, and it's part of their holiday celebration. It means a lot to them. It means a lot to us.
The Christmas community dinner is for people who may not have a place to go or may be homeless and need a warm meal this holiday season.
And a lot of the businesses that support us and supply us during the year step up and donate for this event. So while we hold it here and we have a lot of staff working, it really is a community event between the volunteers and our suppliers.
Dupree gets the word out by letting the city, the school system, and churches know.
I feel very welcome, and the food is very, very good. It's also festive and it's elegant, and it's done in a very dignified way.
They come in here, they get a hot meal, it's free. Serving, it was unbelievable.
It takes Grapponi staff and 50 volunteers to make this event happen. This is the second year Cheryl Coletti Lawson brought her kids.
They're so grateful. People are so gracious, and what I try and teach my kids is everybody's the same. We all have to treat each other the way we want to be treated. So it's just great to see people smile and be thankful.
I think she's just trying to teach us like the true meaning of Christmas, and it's like not about getting, it's about giving. So this is a way we can show that.
Steve tells us he wants to continue to do this for many more years to come, and he tells us he's always looking for more volunteers. Reporting in Concord, Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very awesome there. What a good event. Thousands of toys handed out at Chaos and Kindness store. Band gives away donated toys to families in need. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
We're back celebrating the holidays.
And our new Volvo showrooms in Nashua, Concord, and Meredith.
Right now at Lovering Volvo, your first payment is on us, in addition to saving up to $14,000 off select 2019 models.
Call or visit us today.
Facing a sea of energetic granite staters, Recycled Percussion kicked off its annual toy giveaway.
You guys have a safe and a Merry Christmas. Take care. We have enough toys here for every kid to get 5 or 6 toys and bring them home and spend Christmas with their families playing with those toys.
Accompanied by personal shoppers, hundreds of kids and their family filled bags to the brim. Are they enjoying being able to pick out their own toys?
Yes, I think they're overwhelmed, actually.
I think it's amazing because a lot of families struggle. Even with full-time jobs, you just can't make it.
That was a common bond for many, but the sight of toys stacked wall to wall helped take their minds off of any hardships, including Dean, who drove from Nashua and waited 3 hours in the brisk weather outside to find gifts for his 6 children.
This year's been really rough. I've buried two parents in the last year, so money's tight.
And that is why dozens of volunteers were here to lend a hand up. Scott Goldberg made it a family experience by bringing his daughter along to help.
We're able to take care of ourselves, and it's nice to be able to give back to people that sometimes can't get what they want.
And really, we always forget what the real true meaning of Christmas is, and that's giving to people, and right, making that difference. And that doesn't have to be through monetary. It can just be lending support to fellow man and showing humanity that you care and that you're cherished, and that's really important.
And Recycled Percussion says an estimated 1,500 kids received toys today. The band also wanted to point out that 100% of those toys that were handed out were donated. So thanks to you at home.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And in honor of Christmas Day and Christmas morning, we're gonna show you the origins of Christmas in the history, all about it. So let's watch that video now from the History Channel.
We've all heard the biblical origins of Christmas, but societies have been celebrating light and birth in the darkest days of winter centuries before Jesus walked the earth. In the Norse country, this winter celebration was known as Yule. Around December 21st, the winter solstice, fathers and sons dragged evergreens indoors as reminders of life and set logs on fire as a promise of good fortune. Ancient Rome had its own December festivals. 1 week before the winter solstice, Romans began celebrating Saturnalia, an orgy of food and drink in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture. Some Romans, particularly soldiers and government officials, also worshipped Mithra, the sun god. It is believed that to this small but powerful sect, the birthday of Mithra, December 25th, was the holiest day of the year. By the 1st century AD, pagan traditions were being challenged as Christianity took hold throughout the empire. But Christ's birth date remained a mystery, since the Bible doesn't mention exactly when he was born. Since pagan Rome already celebrated the birth of Mithra on December 25th, It is theorized the church adopted the date as the birth of the Christ child. In the 4th century, the church made it official, declaring December 25th as the feast day of the Nativity. The church knew it could not outlaw the pagan traditions of Christmas, so it came to accept them. The evergreens traditionally brought indoors were decorated with apples, symbolizing the Garden of Eden. These apples would eventually become Christmas ornaments. The story of Santa Claus also begins in the 4th century with the death of Nicholas, a beloved Turkish bishop. The anniversary of his death became known as St. Nicholas Day. On December 6th, good children woke to gifts from the kindly saint. Bad children sulked away with nothing. In Holland, he was known as Sinterklaas. 1,500 years later, in America, a seminary professor named Clement Clark Moore reimagined the legend of St. Nicholas. In 1822, Moore wrote a poem called The Night Before Christmas about a good-natured saint named Santa Claus who was pulled by a group of reindeer and came down the chimney on Christmas Eve. Like St. Nicholas, Santa Claus spread good cheer and gave gifts to children. Less clear was exactly what this Santa Claus looked like. Then in 1863, Thomas Nast, a cartoonist for Harper's Weekly, settled the matter once and for all with his version of the Christmas saint. Nast's Santa was rotund and jolly, with a full white beard and a sack full of toys. An American icon was born.
Okay, and there you go, the history of Christmas. And if you want to watch that again, we will have a link for you on the Riley King Network Facebook page. And that does it for this Christmas morning edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. I hope you all enjoyed watching Good Morning New Hampshire. Have a wonderful rest of your Christmas day, everyone. And I'll be off air the rest of the day. I'll see you back on air tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.